All right, so good stuff coming up this week, shall we? Good stuff coming up this week, shall we? Let's talk about everything that went down yesterday to summarize. First off,
Actually, let's not go ahead and talk about what he was dealing with on Sunday because it was all about some webcam. I couldn't care less about the tech issues. They make me very frustrated, very annoyed. They're also just very boring. I don't know. I just don't like them. I don't want to deal with them. But apparently, that was all we could talk about on Sunday was this webcam and some other kind of bullshit. But immediately after we talk about, oh, what a terrible day with all the tech issues, we're going to roll, of course, right into the financial audit. This is the podcast from Monday.
yesterday, despite the fact that I only had one gameplay stream because the other stream ended up being a tech stream, yesterday went well. I hit 2 support goals on the first stream of Black Ops 6. So because of that, we went from goals hit 75 to goals hit 77. We only need 3 more to get the DSP Tries It reward of Chick-fil-A this week. I'm actually very excited for this one because I've only had Chick-fil-A a couple of times ever in my life. So because of that, I'm interested to try all their new products. Like I know for a fact they have sides I've never had. I know that they have grilled chicken that I've never had. So I would do that. Like when I get the Chick-fil-A, I'll try various different things.
Isn't grilled chicken like grilled chicken? You can throw some spices in there, sure, but like just chicken in and of itself. No spices, no, dipping sauce, no, none of that. Just grilled chicken. I don't really know how much different that could be across the board. This guy really has a hard time, as you'll see today, keeping himself on point, keeping himself focused. And there's quite a bit of looping in this one where he just goes back to the beginning and starts to repeat himself. And he does this every day. That isn't anything new. But on this particular podcast today, it was just very, very apparent to me. I don't know if I have my thinking cap on today or what it is, but he's very all over the place, but yet still seems to somehow loop. And on top of the looping, there are a couple of contradictions and some uncomfy moments. So this one was a pretty good one.
As like a side-by-side taste test to rate the products and see if they're any good. So I'm definitely excited for that. And because we hit 2 goals yesterday, we only need 3 more. Now, ideally, here's what I would like to happen. Okay. I would like to hit it by Wednesday. Because if we hit, let's say, for example, we hit a goal on this stream, a goal tonight, and a goal on tomorrow's daytime stream. Okay. If that's the case, I take that back. A goal on tomorrow's night stream, because remember, tomorrow is Smart Guys, and we'll talk about that in a minute. If that's the case, and we hit those goals, that means that Wednesday, we will have DSP Tries It right after the first gameplay stream. Okay. And that's perfect because my wife is working for several days this week. And it would be great to do it on a day when she's working. She comes home. She doesn't have to cook. We could just have the food be delivered. Okay.
I know I already said this in a previous video, but again, because he loops so much, I guess I kind of have to do the same thing. I'll try not to, but now he is letting you know not only how much money he wants and what you have to do for that, but now we're scheduling these. The last time we hit one, it was, I'd like to hit this by Thursday, so that when my wife comes home, she doesn't have to cook. And now it's the exact same shit. How boring must this motherfucker's life be? Not that everybody is some kind of like secret agent, spy, dinosaur hunter, like living this, amazing, wild, exciting life. But this is just repeating on like this horrific loop over and over again. So I also want to say, that he said he talked about the smart guys, and so you got to hit the goal Monday morning, Monday night, and then Tuesday night so that he can do this by Wednesday. I don't know if he will or if he won't, but remember last Tuesday when he did that wrestling show, they made like 500 and some change. And of course, we're dividing that in half because he's doing the show with the other guy. So he cleared 200 bucks and change and then went on to make 90 bucks on the stream. So technically, and I'm holding on to this, I don't know why I'm like prepared to die on this hill, but he's not at 77, he's at 79. And I don't know what he's going to do tomorrow when he does this show, but we would probably, I mean, we'll probably hit the goal sometime today. Again, I don't know what he did on this podcast. I don't usually watch through to the end, and he's doing his nighttime stream right now as I'm recording it because I can't handle the fighting game stuff. He's super toxic and super shitty, but it's not interesting enough for me to, I feel, talk about because he's not super engaging. He's so like focused on the game.
So, if you want to see DSP tries at Chick-fil-A for the first time ever, if you want to support the streams and the content, the ongoing improvements that I'm working on constantly to make this a better show.
What is this creepy camera angle even? What is this? What is this? Why is this? I guess if I cared enough to investigate, I probably would have by now, but what is this and why is it?
Then please, by all means, support the stream. Okay? Whatever it might be, whether it be super chats, super stickers, memberships on the YouTube side, whether it be gifted subs or becoming a sub over on the Kick side, or whether it be tips, which anyone can do through the third-party PayPal, right?
Why is third-party PayPal a thing now? He didn't used to say that. Am I stuck in a twilight zone somewhere? Or has he like never or just recently started saying third-party PayPal? I have no idea what that's all about. If you know what it's all about, feel free to let me know in the comments.
Please consider contributing. You know, remember one thing that I totally forgot about was that over on Kick, if you give 25 or more subs, I will give you the VIP status where you'll get the VIP badge in the chat. And I wonder how many of you remember that because I haven't really mentioned it since like New Year's. So I'm just bringing that out there. If anyone drops 25 subs over on Kick, you earn the VIP badge. And then I'll add it to you live right on the stream. I'll give it to you. Okay?
I guess subs must be low on Kick or something because he hasn't mentioned that for a while.
All right, we got our first contributions coming in. Thank you to Perry the White. Perry the White just gifted 5 memberships to the community here on YouTube. Thank you, Perry. Let's get...
Yeah. This cuck gives him some money. Who actually fucking cares? So there's another part in this podcast after he, of course, does another little, financial bit here and counts his money, where he keeps going on and on about Jasper and being on the camera and things like that. But there's an interesting take that he has. Okay, perhaps not interesting, but there's a boomery kind of take that he's still stuck on. Nah, we'll get there when we get there. Let's jump to the clip.
Jasper is off. See, he went and laid on the floor. Now you can't see him anymore. Here you go. So there's some behind the scenes look of how things work here.
You've already showed us this. There's not much behind the scenes, bro. We're all sitting in front of a computer with a microphone doing the same shit.
I just watched your camera stream. Why don't you clip your camera on the corner of your monitor on your desk? I thought that's what the usual view that gamers do in streaming, and you could use AI. I don't have a monitor on a desk. Did you see my setup? You want to see it again?
Not really.
Do you see a monitor on a desk?
No, but you have a laptop, you idiot.
My gaming TV is where the camera is right now. My camera is right behind the gaming TV.
But that's on you, dude. That's on you.
Okay.
You chose to do gaming, but do it off of a television. This is a fucking you problem. Don't act like this guy's some kind of idiot because he doesn't know exactly how your jank-ass setup works.
There's no monitor here. It's a TV over there. This is my webcam. This is my laptop. The laptop right here, you can see it, right? The laptop is where I'm monitoring chat and contributions from you guys. If I put the webcam there, it's exactly the same as the webcam being here. It would look almost the same as it being right here. It wouldn't fix the issue of when I'm gaming and facing this way. The camera would still be the same exact angle.
Oh, is this what we're trying to combat? Okay, now we're getting a little method to the silly madness here. Okay, I guess he's tired of everybody poking fun at him for this, and so this is his way that he's gonna try and fix it. All right, well, I mean, it's something.
Angle, do you see?
Oof, the snorts are really aggressive today.
So if that's what you meant, That's not going to work. Now, some people have said, well, why don't you put a camera on like a mic arm or something like that? Like why don't you get another boom mic arm like this and put a webcam on it? Well, I do have a bendy arm that would attach actually to this table. It wouldn't work on this table because this table doesn't have a flat edge. It's rounded. But on this table, I could. But what would it be? It would be blocking my gameplay shot. Like, where would the camera be? It would be right here.
Again, we're back into the this is how you don't YouTube category. This is not your audience's problem. This is something that you work on behind the scenes. Although, in all fairness, he's simply just getting constructive criticism right now, and he doesn't like it. And when he gets constructive criticism and doesn't like it, he just points out what a fucking idiot he thinks everybody is and says, well, how do you expect me to do that? The way he's got it set up is the way it's going to be set up. That's how he wants it. Whether it's the easiest thing to do or the smartest thing to do or whatever it is, that's how he wants the shit. The way he's got it right now, this weird second camera thing, that's all it's going to be. That's all it's ever going to be. Just like he said a moment ago. Well, how do you expect it to be any sharper? Well, how do you expect this and expect that? Of course, people are always going to have opinions about everything. And when he doesn't like it, here comes the defensiveness, here comes the over explanation and all of this stuff. He is going to continue to have it exactly the way it is.
It would literally be blocking the TV.
So this is where the boomery rant, I think, starts to come in here.
I need to have it behind the TV so it doesn't block my gameplay. That's where the camera is here, you see? Like, where else could I realistically put a camera here that doesn't block my view of the TV? Literally everything this direction is the TV so I can game. You see? Over here is the door. There's no room. You guys can't see here.
Perhaps if you wouldn't have gotten the world's smallest desk, like what is this even? You could get a monitor, but we're gonna find out why there's no monitor, as if we don't already know, I guess.
Over here, this is the door. I can't put anything there. I can't get in and out of the room. This is the.
How exactly are you getting in and out of that room right now? You're like boxed in. You realize they have corner desks, right? I have a corner desk. So you don't have to put two rickety ass pieces of shit together.
Already
Okay,
the
continue.
microphone, and there you go. There's really no better, sadly, no better setup here.
There's absolutely, I don't know how. I'm not tech master fucking extraordinaire. That's for sure. But there's gotta be a better way than what you're doing. Even though I don't know what it is. I'm not claiming I know what it is, but there's got to be something better than whatever the fuck kind of cluster fucky hot mess we're looking at right now.
That's possible right now, you know? Some people have said get a gaming monitor and stuff. Well, that means I don't use my TV at all. So now my TV is worthless, and I would have to get a different setup because this desk wouldn't be big enough. I'd have to get a bigger gaming desk and put it here and put a monitor right in front of me and put the webcam on the monitor. And, you know, you're talking.
Yeah, we're talking what, a lot of hard work? What are we talking?
I'm just redesigning the whole setup from the ground up, which I don't see.
Didn't you just do that? Wasn't that the whole point, to make this better? And yeah, having number one, not having baby's first shitty fucking high chair desk, number one. But then, yeah. And you can get a larger, monitor. I don't understand here.
The point. It's fine as it is, you know.
I don't know if we're supposed to understand when there's something that's happening that there's just not enough logic. I think for most folks, this has so little logic that it doesn't register because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Oh, it really, I'm looking at the wrong camera again. It's fine as it is. It's just, we have to go with this camera when it goes for gaming. And I mean, to be quite frank, do you think this looks so bad? It looks good to me. I mean, yeah, when I'm gaming, I'm facing this way. Like today, I'll be playing Dark Souls with the gamepad like this. Is this horrible? I think people are just picky. People are so used to seeing things only done in one particular way, right? For example.
I love this. People are picky. This is a great take because it's a stupid take. But this is really great because people are picky. Yes, that's correct. These are the days of YouTube, whether you like it or whether you don't, where people have worked really hard to have the best quality possible. There are people with $20,000 computers and cameras that are thousands of dollars. There are people that have backgrounds in radio or editing or other content creation. There are people that go to film school. They really understand computers. There's now so much talent on YouTube where there didn't used to be. The shit that he used to do all the years ago, when Grandpa first started, was okay. And really, when you think about it, was it? Because AVGN and other people were doing amazing shit at the time. But you now have so much talent and people that have the ability to have really high production value with whatever it is that they're doing. Again, great audio, great sound. They are musicians. They are artists, all of these things. And whether you like it or you don't, it's not that people are picky. Yes, people want to watch what they want to watch, but if they're not finding the value in things, if they think something is shoddy or whatever and it doesn't work, correct, they are going to go somewhere else. And I love when he says, well, people are just picky. I suppose you can make that argument if you want to, but if that's the case, then yes. And people are picking and choosing to go somewhere else, which means something that you're doing quality-wise for them is not up to par. I just simply don't get this argument of people are picky. Don't they deserve to be picky? Of all the things in the world, I know this. Time is the only non-renewable resource that we have as human beings. You can make more money, you can do this, do that, and get everything back at some point that we lose, but you can't get back time. Can't get it back. Once it's gone, that's it. So whatever you spend your time doing, that's what the shit is gone. So yeah, if people are choosing to go somewhere else, that's what they're doing with the most valuable resource they have, bro, their time. You don't get to be salty about that. You really don't get to choose to be different because this guy thinks he's so fucking different, He's on another level that people can't get on. And he purposefully does everything different because this guy is such a fucking genius, And we're all just, idiots. He's the czar of right. We're floating in the sea of wrong. And he's got the best way and he's got all the answers. And we're knuckle dragging mouth droolers if we think otherwise. But really, it's because he can't get to where he needs to be as far as quality, as far as a lot of other things. So what he tells you is, if you want it the way someone else does it, then go watch them because you're picky and you're wrong. Well, then don't wonder where your audience is anymore, my guy. Ooh,
Most
sorry.
streamers, content creators I just sit at a cramped gaming desk and my webcam is attached to my monitor.
First of all, how do you know they have a cramped gaming desk? Unless they're showing you around their office, what have you, you have no fucking idea. I'm sitting in front of 2 monitors, which is an extremely basic setup. I'm not cramped. I'm not cramped in any way, shape, or form. I got a drink sitting here. I got a notepad sitting here. I got my microphone sitting here, 2 monitors, and I got room to spare. Because I, thought about it a little bit. I could see maybe if you're just starting out or you're not sure how you want things or what have you, but you've been doing this long enough to know that them 2 little itty bitty shitty ass desks you have, just because you have it doesn't mean everybody else does.
And so the AI tool is better because, but they're sitting at a cramped fucking gaming desk with monitors up in their fucking faces.
My monitors are not up in my face. Again, I have to use myself as an example because that's the only thing I have to go on at this point. But actually, both of my monitors I'm holding my arms out in front of me and I'm not even touching my screens, either one of them. I can move all the way around. I can spin my chair in a circle if I wanted to, like a dumbass. I'm in no way, shape, or form cramped or uncomfortable.
It's a stupid setup. This is nice. I have open air setup. It's comfortable in here. Take a look at.
Yeah, it looks comfortable. Look at those tables behind him. You can see both of these desks. Yeah, he's in this little closed off box. What's the word if you don't want to use the word like small? It's cozy.
This. You understand how comfortable it is?
Look how boxed in he is. I can't believe he went to this shot. He's got something to the north, something to the south. I mean, Jesus Christ. This dude is fucking surrounded. And he goes, but look how great and open it is.
Isn't here? Look at all the space I have because I'm not cramped at a fucking desk with 2 monitors in my face that I'm squinting at right in front.
Squinting? I mean, okay, you might have a problem with the far away or the close up or something, but again, that's something that you can adjust.
You know, I got room to move. It's aerated. The
It's aerated. What is happening?
floor is clean. It's a comfy. I got a nice comfy chair.
You can still have a chair. So here's where the real boomer take comes in, where you can still tell that, because what somebody was saying was to enhance your viewers' quality, you could do this. And you're seeing this slow transition here of from what the viewers would enjoy to, but look, I'm comfy. I don't want to be surrounded. I don't want to have these monitors, it up in my face. And big ups right there for looks real dented, King. Yeah, I mean, for however much money you spent, your shit's still looking real poverty, bro. But we can, again, like I say, slowly see how this goes back to, well, this is what I want to do. And this is what's comfortable to me. I'm not suggesting that you shouldn't be comfortable, but we would hopefully be able to find some medium where your viewers enjoy it and you feel comfortable doing it for long periods of time.
This is a great setup. This is very similar to how I explained back in the day.
Oh boy, Grandpa hit us with a back in the day. Here we go. Get your pillows and your blankets. It's nap time.
How people should game. When you're going to game, it's supposed to be a relaxing, fun experience. You're supposed to be trying to unwind and have a good time. It's not, oh, it's time to game. Let me now get into the most uncomfortable position possible, cramped in front of a gaming desk with 2 monitors in my face, with cameras and lights blaring in my fucking face. And I'm like, what? No, you're supposed to come home and plop down on your couch and boot up a game and have a good time.
If you're playing without an audience, you fucking idiot. Yeah, I sit down in front of my PlayStation and sit on my couch and play my PlayStation for a couple of hours because I'm not streaming it. I'm sitting in my house playing my PlayStation on a TV that's, yes, not shoved right up in my fucking face. Yeah, because there's no audience. There's no one watching me. There's no one looking for high quality content when I'm getting my ass busted in whatever video game I'm playing. All he's talking about is how people enjoy console gaming. PC gaming has been around for a fucking hot minute. There are people who for 20 or 30 years now have been PC gaming and doing this. I really only became aware of it and into it a little bit in the 90s and stuff like that. So for me, that was when things kind of started taking off along that route. For some people, yes, sitting at the computer is not comfortable. But I don't know how, after doing this for so long, you just said you got a comfy chair. So how is this something that's so hard for you? This is just a very silly take to me because it's shitting on PC gaming, but now he does PC gaming. And he's flip-flopped on this and gone round and round for years. But right now he's talking about console gaming, and all he's talking about is how he experiences it.
That was the whole point of gaming.
By yourself.
People lost their way when they became content creators. Oh, it's not about fun anymore. It's about, I got to sit here and have this professional fucking setup with it. No, it's ridiculous.
But didn't you just spend all this money? Now we got to wait a minute and roll it back because I'm confused. Didn't you just buy all this garbage to look more professional, to be taken a little bit more seriously? And there are plenty of content creators who do things extremely casually.
So this is a hybrid. It's basically very comfy. I get a lot of nice air, right? I get nice room. See, I'm not cramped. See how all the space I have here as I'm doing this? And I don't have to sacrifice my comfort to have a webcam in my face. It's better this way. It really, I just don't get it. I really don't. It just drives me nuts that people think that if you're not doing it exactly like how every single content creator does, you're doing it wrong.
I don't understand why you feel the need to have to be so relaxed and so comfy. I mean, this is your job.
That's completely false.
It's completely ridiculous. That's what it is.
So are you guys saying the wide angle shot, the camera is auto adjusting constantly? Okay. If you want, we can actually look into that. I could turn off the auto focus.
We go into another tech segment here that I could not give an absolute fiddly fuck about. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to take note of when he started this podcast. The timestamp was when he started saying something fucking interesting. The timestamp was like approximately 11:38, ish, 11:39 ish. We're at 11:50 now. Big ups, Raw Phil. Again, thank you very much. So we're at the 11:38:39, timestamp where he's talking about when he wants to hit that goal. He tells you what day he wants to eat and what day he wants you to, let him get that food and, blah, blah, blah. I wonder when, mommy's going to take him to Chuck E. Cheese. So he lets you know all that. So what I want to jump to legitimately almost a half an hour to the minute to watch him start to loop, because I don't know, maybe I've got like some tism or something on my very own, but he just goes on a straight loop. So here we go. I'm going to jump to that.
All right. Well, so here's the deal, folks. Yesterday was a great day. We hit 2 goals.
He already said this, if you remember. He immediately went into all day Sunday was tech bullshit. I have it in my notes here. All day Sunday was tech bullshit. The next line of my notes. We go right into the financial audit. He hit 2 goals. He lets you know when he wants to schedule the food. That is legitimately the first part of my notes that I have. And this is and he said that again at the 11:38 mark. We are at the 12:08 mark.
All right. And we had 3 more. We're doing DSP Tries It. Chick-fil-A, which I'm excited for. Already we're a third of the way there. So thanks to those who've already supported the stream. Let's hit that goal on this stream, all right? So we can get it to 78. Now, my hope is to have it hit by Wednesday. So that way we could do DSP Tries It during Wednesdays after that first stream. Remember that tomorrow we're doing Smart Guys. But Smart Guys does not count towards the goal. It's its own thing between myself and Ashton. So we keep that separate. It's not.
That is the only new part of this, but you can even roll back my video. I haven't even finished making the fucking video, but I'm letting you know at this point, which you already know, you've already fucking heard this because it's one of the first things that I started the video about. So we're looping in the same fucking video, but he does take a minute to remind you that the daytime stream on Tuesday is not going to count. So when he undoubtedly makes $400 fucking dollars, remember, it doesn't count. He does not have to count that towards the goal. He now completely just works that goal however the fuck he wants. If he says something doesn't count, it doesn't count. He's taken away any way it could fail, any way it could move any faster, any way it could move any slower. He lets you know when he wants these deadlines hit. And now we are legitimately looping within the same fucking podcast.
A tally towards my own rewards and stuff because it's basically both of us working together, right?
It's a tally toward my own rewards. He's very spacey. He's very all over the place. I don't know if the second camera has him distracted or what, but there are so many things that he says they either don't go anywhere, they're not complete thoughts. It's just very sporadic.
So let's talk quickly about yesterday.
Let's not talk anymore about yesterday. So let's actually jump to the next little piece that I want to talk about, which takes place about 10 minutes after this, where he goes on this long rant about, okay, maybe not a long rant. All right, I'm speaking a little bit. I'm getting a little fucking dramatic over here, but he goes on a rant about new games. And I normally don't give 2 fucks when he talks about the games. There's a nice little contradiction here that I kind of want to catch.
What's the one thing we need right now? Let's think about this. I got fancy visuals. I got great graphics. I got awesome quality of streams and video. Man, what do we need right now? There's something missing that I feel like would be critical to improve my content. Oh yeah, good new games.
Remember, he tells you that this is the one critical thing that he needs is new games. Just make a note of that.
That would be nice if there were some good new video games to play. And I'm wondering where they are, because when you look at the game release schedule, you scratch your head like, where are the games?
Didn't you already do this like weeks ago? You sat down and dragged people through what games were coming out in 25. And don't I remember you saying then that January was going to be slow, as it typically is? So you don't have a plan for that? You didn't sit down and say, okay, it might not be new, but let's look at some games over the last year or two that I slept on, or that, I don't know, I didn't finish, or whatever. So we can get as new of a game as possible, and let's give it another run. Or I guess we just play Dark Souls some more and gamble.
I don't even know what's going on this year so far. Want to know what the biggest game is so far? Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Our timestamp right here is 12:20. Let's go about 7.5 to 8 minutes. 8 minutes after he says this. We need some new games. There is only one game, one new game, but there is a new game. Here we go.
And that's the week I'm off on Saturday, and then next week we start fresh again, okay? So you might say, well, wait a minute, where's Dynasty Warriors? We don't have time for it right now. Right now,
wait a minute, where's Dynasty Warriors? The only new game. It's critical. I have all this great fucking stuff. So much I could just stick it in my ears. You know, I've got all this stuff. The only thing we're missing is some new games. Well, what about Dynasty Warriors? We don't have time for that right now. But you know what we do have time for?
I'm in the midst of too much going on anyway. All right, so you guys wanted Dino Crisis. I want Dino Crisis.
I want Dino Crisis. We need some new games. Oh, that new game? I ain't playing that. That shit from 1999? Yeah, we gonna play that.
I've been waiting for this for a long time. That's gonna be the new thing.
You ever seen somebody be their own worst enemy? Y'all, like, you ever seen somebody get in their way so fucking hard? Not that I think that that game would save anything or really do anything great, but within 8 minutes, couldn't even hit 10 minutes between saying we desperately need this. Oh, this thing I'm saying I desperately need. Well, yeah, that's, you know, it's just more of the same, and who the fuck cares? And no. And so we need some new games. Oh, I'm gonna play this game. It's not 5, not 10, 15, but some shit that's almost 30 fucking years old.
Hopefully that sounds good.
No, it sounds super fucking shitty, and who cares? We're moving on. Somebody asks about Valentine's Day. Ooh, the response to this. I don't know who this wouldn't bother.
I have no idea how I'm spending Valentine's Day as of yet. It's about a month away, and, you know, more than likely, sadly, my wife probably has to work. So, you know, I'm sure my wife and I will probably try to have a day for ourselves to spend together around that time if we can, and do something then, but no idea.
Has absolutely no idea. Oh, and my wife has to work. So it's her fault because she has to work. Despite the fact he has said on numerous occasions, she works very early. So Valentine's Day this year is on Friday. Can't go out on Friday night? Even if you're asked about it, and maybe you don't know for sure, maybe you don't have a particular answer, you, for the love of fuck, have got to come up with something better than this, even if you lie. How would you like to just be someone's last thought on their mind, last resort, who the fuck cares? I can just treat my partner as shitty as I want to, because they're financially dependent on me. Where are they gonna go? What are they gonna do? I can get her some half price shit 4 days later and take her for a Burger King sandwich. Bro makes $100 and some $1,000 a year and ain't gonna do shit. At best, he'll order something that gets brought to the house. Shakes his head and laughs. Then there's like a whole bit about feet and socks, and I'm not judging, hey, whatever jiggles your jello. I just, we ain't doing that. We ain't going there. I'm not going into like some OnlyFans kind of bullshit about feet. Whatever pays your rent, whatever makes you happy, do you, whatever kind of videos and photos you got to put in a spank bank, do your thing. So I am going to skip all of that. He even says something about if we hit $150 right now, I will take my socks off. They push him to go put on socks. He talks about how, well, if I'm going to have to wear socks every day, I don't have enough socks. What I do want to get to is the rants. After he gets ridiculed for not having any socks, the man don't have clean, 10 clean socks or something. Some dent who gives him a super chat says something about, well, if you don't have socks, go to the thrift store. The epic fucking meltdown that ensues is coming up right here.
Foggy Bottom did a $5.19 super chat. How is super chatting a question trolling? I gave about $30 in the past month via super chats. All of a sudden, I'm considered a troll. Wow. It's the nature of your question. Your first question was, oh my God, let me find it. What's the goal to turn off the RGBs? Well, why would you want me to turn them off unless you're a troll who thinks that they suck?
Now, this right here is completely, again, presumptuous, a word I'm going to unfortunately have to say quite a bit. I'm sure that the trolls do maybe all tell you that your lights suck or, you know, they're lame or whatever, they don't like them. How do you know that this guy, I mean, he doesn't really appear to be trolling you? There are plenty of people who don't troll you. I don't go into your chat and tip you and super chat you or say shitty things to you. Yeah, I make these videos, but I don't go in your chat and say, hey, that shit fucking sucks. I've actually said very little about your lights because I don't care. I particularly think that they suck, but not every thought I have has to come tumbling out of my mouth like watching someone fall down the stairs. A lot of people have extremely narrow-minded, ignorant thoughts that they should, you know, just shut the fuck up and keep it to themselves. And so I don't like the lights. I think it's very stupid. I think it's very immature. It's something that personally just doesn't suit me. But who the fuck am I? I'm absolutely nobody. So my opinion, just like everybody else's opinion, doesn't really fucking matter.
This is all the trolls say because everything I do sucks, right?
Well, yeah, but... you know, I certainly wouldn't give you $30 a month to tell you that.
And then you told me to go to Goodwill.
Okay, here we go. He said something to the effect of, if you don't have enough socks, maybe you could get some at Goodwill. Was this a slam? Was this a troll? Was this something? I don't know. But it hit a nerve. Go to Goodwill to get some socks. This shit hit a nerve so fucking deep. Watch this lash out.
Insinuating that I can't afford socks, saying I'm poor. Do I look poor to you?
The guy didn't say anything about him being poor. He just said go to Goodwill to get socks. Didn't say he was poor.
Poor person generally surround themselves with high-end streaming equipment and electronics? Does a poor person put on an RGB light show behind them? Does a poor person have 2 different camera angles by which they can put on socks live on a live stream? I think you're mistaken.
Ooh, don't call him poor, but remember that in 5 minutes when he holds his hand out. Remember this Tuesday morning when he makes $600 for about 3 hours of work, but tells you it doesn't count toward the goal. Give him another 300. He wants another 300. Guys, come on, please. Busting out with the prayer hands. You gotta give me $20. You gotta give me this. You gotta give me that. $100 and some thousand a year, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1.5 bath, what have you, condo in a suburb of one of the most expensive cities in the U.S. to live in.
Dude, I don't even know what's going on tonight. All right, I got a $2 tip talking about Reed Richards' dick, so I'm not gonna read that.
Even though you just read it, but okay.
Literally, I got 3 troll super chats earlier, so I'm not reading those. Abdullah did a $1 super chat and says, go play Black Ops 6. And then Sean's a super chat and insults me. How about besides Abdullah, the rest of you all go fuck yourselves with your $1 tips, all insulting shit. And by the way, I've now been playing this for an hour and literally have gotten no support at all. And the whole idea was that you guys yelled at me for 2 weeks to play this game, So now I'm playing it and no one is supporting the stream.
But they showed up. I mean, it's not a big turnout. I see 271 people watching. So no, it's not a Baldur's Gate 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 people, it kind of turnout. But some people did show up to watch you. Again, you are agreeing to make content for free. They don't have to give you anything if they don't want to. They can show up and support you if they want to. If they don't want to, you need to let them know that's more than fine. But he's actually doing the opposite here and letting people know that no, that's not fine.
No, I'm not telling Abdullah to go F himself because he doesn't like the game and he wants Black Ops. That's legit. But every other literally 3 troll super chats, a troll tit, another troll super chat, and then Abdullah saying go play Black Ops 6. Is this what I should expect when I play Marvel Rivals?
I mean, I guess if you don't understand the game, there's a lot of comments in the chat about, you're terrible with the characters, you're not understanding the game, you're not bothering to learn the game. And so whether or not they're LARPing or trolls or whatever, there are some legitimate criticisms here that aren't just like, you fucking suck. And, I mean, some of them are saying that, but there are some people that seem to be legitimate fans who want him to do well at this, who are trying to let him know what he should be doing.
Because if that's the case, I'm just going to close the game right now.
He doesn't close the game for several minutes. He sits here and whines like a pouty little baby.
If that's the level of what I'm going to get, I'm just going to say fuck this game. Because this is even worse than the last time I played it. No, honestly, I think the game is good. I do. Again, it's Overwatch. You have to play a lot to understand it. So when you get, dunce people here saying play ranked, it's like, no, that's not how you fucking play the game. You have to pick each character, learn their abilities, have a general idea of what you're doing. Then you jumped into ranked. You try to earn points by performing well. You don't just start playing ranked. That's like you're a fucking mentally stunted idiot to say something like that. You don't understand competitive play in any game ever.
But I thought this was just supposed to be a fun, chill stream, so who cares if you don't walk in here like some kind of professional? Although I do understand to a certain degree, when you're watching somebody play a game, you would like them to at least be somewhat average at it. Most people don't want to watch someone just get demolished over and over and over and over again, or not understand a character or their moves or how things work. That for some people, I could imagine, is extremely frustrating. When I watch people play games, it's okay, of course, if they screw things up or, they just don't do very well, but you don't want to see consistent failures. And then on top of the consistent failures, all of the negativity that ensues and the excuses. Well, that didn't happen on my screen. Well, that's not what happened. Well, wait, I'm hitting the buttons and it won't do all that. The excuses add to the depressing negativity of streams like this.
Say that, you're a moron. All right? So I need to play this for a few streams, certain characters, learn the basics, then I can play ranked.
Well, then why don't you do that? You do that a lot with Street Fighter. You hold people hostage for hours while you do this in Street Fighter to learn the characters. You could, I assume, do that here, no?
It's that simple.
Or watch people on YouTube who are, playing with the character or who could explain the character. There are so many resources if you are trying to learn something to just become legitimate at it. There's plenty of different places you could go. You could read about it in articles. You could watch people play. You could play it yourself. You could take time away, during your, all your time off, or, when you're sitting for an hour with your stream going every morning, you could be playing and practicing or trying to do something. I'm absolutely leaving dead air in, by the way. I'm absolutely leaving it in.
Jade is not on Twitter or X, so he can't DM me there. Jade would have to send me his information in private. I don't want him putting it public on the stream.
And they don't want you to do that either. Nobody wants you to do that. But everyone's saying that, Jade loves this game. Play with Jade. Just screw around. Stop acting like you're some kind of hot shot, like, oh, I need to practice and blah, 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 blah. Just say, hey, listen, man, I'm going to get my shit kicked in. So let's play with Jade. Let's have a little bit of fun. But no, he will not do it. He's like, he goes into this whole thing. I don't even know how to add somebody. And everyone's like, it's up there in the upper right, bro. And he just absolutely refuses. You can tell that he has no interest in playing with Jade or anybody. You see that $8 up there. He's pissed. He's frustrated. And we go full on just little baby rage mode.
At all. Because then a million trolls are going to fucking harass him.
I can't see anybody harassing Jade. I don't know what kind of piece of shit you'd have to be to harass Jade. If anything, I feel like his positivity would skyrocket. But that's my opinion, so for what that's worth.
Oh. I don't know what's going on. My laptop's touchpad barely works now. It's all fucked up. I don't know what happened.
No one cares.
It was
Why aren't you
fine that I
playing
did
the
this
game?
Windows update, and now it barely works.
Lord Lunch Meat, big ups.
Stupid.
Let Jade carry you, don't be insecure. That kick chat is something else, man.
Well, I don't know what to do.
We can tell by the way you're just, this is wild. By the way you're just sitting here.
Rewards for linking your Discord account. I didn't link my Discord account. That literally didn't happen.
The game lies. The game lies to you about that. I don't know why we get touchy about Discord right here. He has talked about using Discord to like be on chats, with people and do interviews and stuff like that. So I'm not sure why the touchiness here about Discord.
I didn't link my Discord account. What are they talking about? I have no idea.
Well, maybe that should tell you something. Perhaps it wants you to link the Discord so that so that you can talk with other people and be a team and be a little bit more efficient. I don't know why he's continuing to do this. He doesn't want to do any of this. He's just sitting here, but yet clicking around silently, by the way. My commentary is here. I'm not even paused.
I don't know.
Clearly you don't know. You're not saying anything. You're not doing anything. He's just sat here in a stupor. Again, he's already let everybody know what day he would like his food. So you need to hurry up and donate. And this could potentially screw things up. If he doesn't hit the goal tonight, which he didn't, now what he will probably say this morning, which is Tuesday, what he'll probably say is, don't forget the wrestling show won't count. So come on, guys, we got to hit the goal tonight. And then if we hit it Wednesday morning, then at the end of the stream, I'll order the food. But we've got to hit 150 Wednesday during the podcast, during the whatever, is more than likely what he'll default to. Again, I'm assuming, because that's what he's done before. If we hurry up on this daytime stream and we hurry up and hit the goal, then I'll order the food and eat it after everything is done. He is so mad.
All right. Well, it's this simple. I played for an hour. Literally, I've got 3 troll super chats and Abdullah. So I think I'm just done with this fucking game. I think I've had enough because I already told you guys I wasn't going to play it again unless people cared, and no one cares. You want to know, literally.
Again, how do you know that no one cares? Not everybody wants to talk in the chat. Not everybody wants to like or subscribe or chat or ask you a question or give you a super chat or a super sticker or anything. Some people just show up silently and want to watch the gameplay. They want to watch the stream.
More than half the chat is trolls, just sitting here talking shit. All right? Some people are trying to help, but then everyone's just complaining. Literally, oh, you don't know, you're playing it wrong. You're never, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck are you talking about? How am I playing it wrong? How could I possibly be playing the game wrong? I'm just jumping in with 2 new characters. I have no idea what I'm doing. Of course, I'm gonna have to mess around to figure it out. Like, what are you talking about? Again, it's a bunch of fucking trolls. And I'm not here to stream for trolls. So we could just go do something else. I mean it. Like, fuck this. No one cares about this game in my community, apparently. Because every time I play it, I get zero. Zero. I have 1 legit tip and 1 legit super chat for a grand total of $4 of support, or excuse me, $6 of support tonight. That's it. I don't know how to check my friends. I don't even know where the friends list is in this game. I have no clue.
This is a prime opportunity to make some friends, break some bread,
Anyone know
some
where
people.
it is in here?
After 16 years, you should have 4, 5, 6 other people that you could add to a game that is team-based like this and play with a squad, surely. You've got 1 volunteer right there with Jade. Haseo, his dented self, was in there. If he had the game, he would probably play. Surely after all this time, you have 5 or 6 people, what have you, that you could trust to make a team out of so that you may or may not, struggle as much as you do.
Where the friends list is in the game? I have no idea. Look, I'm looking. It's not here, right? Nope. It's NGP member. I don't know. That's not it. I don't know. I have no clue where the friends list is in this game.
Right
Nothing.
there.
Nope. Nothing.
Well,
Doesn't
you
work.
haven't added anybody. Okay. If you don't have any friends, nothing's going to show up there. Okay. He's not interested. He dodges everything about playing with Jade. It comes up quite a bit here. And
Actually
nope,
works.
doesn't want to hear about it.
Well, I got a $10 tip. Someone says, thanks for at least giving Marvel a chance. Yeah, but you guys see my point, right? Like, you see that what I'm saying is true. I'm not making it up. When I play this game, almost no one who really cares about the game shows up. There's like a small handful of people who even understand the game. They show up and try to help me. Everyone else that shows up is a troll who just yells and complains that they don't like it. And there's almost no support at all. So why would I bother playing this game when I could be playing anything else? And it seems like people enjoy it more. I just don't get it. And again, I get it. I think it's a fun game. I think it's addictive. It's like Overwatch. I loved Overwatch. And by the way, I also had to stop playing Overwatch because the same thing happened with Overwatch where people didn't like it and wouldn't come and support those streams either. So
Then maybe that should tell you something. I don't know. Also, didn't even say thank you. Totally shit on whoever gave him $10. Oh yeah, I got a $10 tip. But anyway, let's talk about all this money that I don't make. Doesn't even say thank you.
I think we're seeing a pattern with these hero shooters, are we not?
Yeah, we certainly are. And I'm glad that you see the pattern. Are you going to be able to figure out what that pattern is? Nope, I'm leaving in the dead air. All right, I may cut out some of it, but it's just wild to me that this is how somebody behaves.
I'm about
And
to just turn it off and just hang out with you guys for an hour. I really am. And we'll just talk for an hour and hang out and do Q&A or whatever. Because I'm not going to play this fucking game anymore. No one cares. You know, it pisses me off because I like it, and it sucks that I just can't play games that I like because I got to only play the things that people seem to want specifically. I can't just play a game anymore.
Well, one would think that if you would like it, you would be able to pick it up maybe a little bit better. I guess the common consensus was, and again, I didn't watch a lot of the gameplay. I heard that there was like aftermath and there was a meltdown happening, and so I checked in for that, but I heard that he was just awful.
So fuck this game.
Okay. Fuck it, because you're
Not
terrible
wasting
at
time on it. I'm not wasting time on it. No one wants to see it, then I'm not going to fucking sit here and play it.
You don't know that nobody wants to see it. Again, there are people who silently lurk, as I call it, where they're in someone's chat and they don't say anything.
So I'll tell you right now, don't ever ask me to play that game ever again. Everyone who ever asked for it will get an insta-ban, since you want to act like that and you want to play like that, right? So
You can tell that the ego is very hurt here. He's almost embarrassed. He almost feels tricked, but he didn't have to. Again, this is his channel. He can do whatever he wants. Nobody told him that he had to play the game. Nobody said, hey, listen, play this, or, you know, we're going to, you know, put a gun in your face, or, you know, something like that. Nobody said that. I don't know why he continues to do this. I don't know if trolls told him to play it again. I don't know if legitimate fans told him to play it again. I didn't see a lot of people really asking for him to play it again, so I don't know. I don't know if he wanted to bring it back because he was going to try to charge people money to pick a character. I don't know if that was what it was all about, and he was hoping he could charge money for that. I don't really know what it was, but now mad at the audience. Well, you didn't have to make this choice. You could have said, no, it didn't do very well, so it's just something that, you know, I like it, so I'll play it in my off time, which he won't anyway. But you could just say something like that. But again, I picked it, it didn't work, and now it's your fault.
So fuck that shit.
And anyone who even mentions it is now apparently going to be banned. If that's not crybaby mode, I don't know what is. And now just refuses to do anything because some people said, play something else. And he's like, no, I'm not doing anything.
It's that simple.
Yeah. You're just gonna refuse to do anything. Like a big pouty, whiny baby. There was somebody, it scrolled away now, but it said, I was enjoying, I was just lurking. Again, is it a troll? I don't know, but actually quite a few people in the chat
So it was
said
100% a lie. 100% a fucking lie. All the people who said they would show up and they wanted it so bad and they were going to support it, they lied. They're all liars, so fuck them. We'll just hang out. I don't even care.
You very clearly care. We can hear it in your voice. We can hear it in your voice very much that you care. You're very agitated. You're very short. You're telling people that you're going to ban them. You're saying very aggressive, attacky kind of things. Fuck them. They're lying. I'm not listening to this anymore. If they say it again, they're going to get banned. Yeah, you don't care.
I'd much rather just hang out with you guys and talk for an hour than play a game no one wants. That's more meaningful to me, to hang out and talk and have some social interaction or whatever, than play a game no one cares about. Why would I waste time on playing a game no one cares about, right?
But I thought you liked it.
That is not focused at all, is it? Maybe it is.
No, that monitor ain't halfway across the room. Oh, I'm waiting for the SCORN words here because I know it's going to happen.
No, I'm not going to do another game. Fuck it. I'm not doing another game. We're just going to hang out for an hour or I'll turn the stream off. It's one or the other.
We'll hang out or I will turn the stream off. It's like if he just folded his arms and went, no, I'm not doing anything.
I'm not doing another game impromptu that no one was expecting and then no one will show up for it and everyone will complain, why am I playing this game?
In other words, the whales who like the other games won't know he's playing the game, so they won't give any money. So basically, since no one's going to give him anything, he's just going to sit here and literally run out the clock. Not
I need
paused,
to
by
get
the
more
way.
water. I have no water whatsoever. I drank the whole water. I must have been really thirsty. So your super chat was $2.45, Abdullah. All right, I'll count that. And Stuart just did a super chat too.
This is so sad. It's so sad to watch it. Just someone have an absolute
Stuart
meltdown.
did a $2 super chat. He says, "Can we get Balatro?" No, like I said, I'm not going to do anything and start playing another random game now, because if I start playing another random game, I'll just get complaints that, oh, we didn't know you were going to play that game, and you know.
But again, play something. Isn't this a gaming stream? Play something. Do something. Because you got to
really
do that right
sucks
here.
is I actually purposefully did everything early tonight so I could stay later to play more Marvel, and no one cared.
There it is. There's the SCORN rant right there. I did everything early so that I could stay late. What happened to having to leave early for my wife, by the way? I still want to know where that went. That went by the wayside real quick when he started getting clowned for all the overtime that he was doing. So that excuse just got shit on real quick, but there it is. I did everything early so that I could stay late, and I got nothing. Oof, that's
I actually say, I'm not even kidding. I did everything early so that way I could stay a little later and no one cared. It was just everyone fucking lying to me about the game. So
everybody lied to me. Imagine if you were a legitimate fan sitting in the chat. You were wanting to watch him play the game. You were wanting to watch him learn the character. Okay, you didn't have any money to give, but you were there. And maybe you were just kind of listening. Maybe you were making dinner or cleaning up your house, or maybe, doing something else, and you just kind of had it on. And all of a sudden you get this. I quit the game, and fuck you, and you're a liar, and you tried to make me do this, and you're just a troll, and no one wants to give me any money. This is one of those things where I have to wonder about being a legitimate fan and who could, and just like who really is.
all right, well, let me post up that we changed gears here.
Because we got to do it right now. We can't just continue with the title of the stream being what it was. It's almost like he wants to erase it. Like, no, that didn't happen. We never played that game. Justice for Jade. Yeah, no, he shit on Jade. You're acting really petty, man. Not gonna lie. Not everyone has money.
Like I said, I
Right.
need to just refill my my water. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get it.
Okay, yeah, he goes and runs away. He's got to go get water or something. I think it's just to maybe calm himself down, or to just go take a break, or I don't know. Maybe he needs a Hogan pole or something to calm him down. So I don't know, but anyway, he makes a quick exit, and I just wanted to throw this, little piece here of the late night. I could not do it. I wasn't finished with the video of the podcast. I wasn't finished editing it when all this went down. So I figure, fuck it. We'll just throw it all together, and we will just make it the gold dust day of January 20th. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I invite you to subscribe for more content like this. I do some live streams as well. If not, totally cool. I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do, but I hope I see you in the next one.